Let me tell you a story about how America was almost destroyed by criminals. It's one that should shock anyone who reads it, but like any good thriller, it has a happy ending. The story is fully researched and has no affiliation with any political party, religion, or ideology, nor does it need it. May 4th, 2016. TV billionaire Donald J. Trump, against all the odds, wins the unofficial nomination as Republican candidate for the presidential election. Even happier at the news than Trump himself was none other than the Democratic National Committee and their candidate, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Their so-called Pied Piper strategy had worked. Clinton announced her candidacy on April 12, 2015, and became the presumptive Democratic nominee on June 7, 2016. From the moment she announced, Clinton and her team set themselves two objectives. 1. Destroy Bernie Sanders. 2. Weaken strong Republican rivals and strengthen weak ones. The DNC, Clinton, and their media proxies worked together to achieve both. And it worked. The Sanders campaign was destroyed, and the Republicans nominated Trump. On May 4th, 2016, Hillary Clinton would have been very pleased, and the Clinton versus Trump campaign had begun. At this point, Hillary Clinton would have been entirely certain that she was going to be POTUS 45, and that she could not lose. Donald Trump was ridiculed and dismissed as a foolish clown with no hope, but just 2 weeks later, May 22nd, 2016, something changed. It was the first time in the campaign that Donald Trump won a national poll against Hillary Clinton, 43.4 to 43.2. A tiny margin, but it sparked concern in the Clinton campaign and DNC. It sparked concern because it showed that their Pied Piper strategy may be falling apart. The outsider they had deliberately promoted, Donald J. Trump, the joke candidate, was taking the lead. Though even with this change in the air, Clinton and her team would never have doubted that victory over Trump was theirs. When it came to dealing with opponents, the MO of Clinton and her allies was already clear. Cheat, lie, and collude. Do whatever you have to do to destroy rivals. After all, they thought they were untouchable. Now there became a new objective: destroy Trump at all costs. A plan was coming together to paint Trump and his family as traitors. That plan was to be collusion with a foreign adversary to steal the election, and a narrative that would dominate mainstream media headlines for over a year. To date, no evidence has been made public to validate this claim, at least nothing that stands up to any reasonable scrutiny. But let's move to May 25th, 2016, a day that sent shockwaves through the Clinton campaign. The DNC discovered that all emails between January 15, 2015 and May 25, 2016 had been copied and removed from their servers. These damning emails were published by WikiLeaks on July 22, 2016, and they proved how the Clinton gang cheated Sanders. A tweet by Donald Trump Jr. disclosing his communication with WikiLeaks contained a link that seemed to suggest that Seth Rich, a Bernie bro, downloaded these onto a USB thumb drive and kept them as some form of insurance in an action similar to that of Edward Snowden, who did the same thing in 2013. After the damaging emails were released on WikiLeaks, the DNC made public a claim that they had been hacked rather than leaked. FBI Director James Comey only offered to help and simply stood back when the DNC mysteriously refused. A new narrative had begun. Russian intelligence, under Putin, hacked the DNC. Soon after, Clinton-allied mainstream media networks began pushing Trump's connections with Russia, and the Trump and Russia collusion story was born. It should be clear to anyone who is intellectually honest with themselves that the more likely scenario is that this story was invented to discredit the Trump campaign and distract the public from the damaging contents of the leaked DNC emails.